noticing a trend in the personal growth, productivity, and entrepreneurial world. There is a much needed recognition of the missing foundational steps for becoming successful. All the tips and tricks in the world cannot help you if you lack the habit of discipline. And more significantly, if you lack the belief that you can be successful. Tony Robbins' rah rah weekends will amp you up, but nothing can take the place of small, repeated, disciplined actions. Philosophers knew it 2,000 years ago. Smash and grab coaches online today will try to convince you otherwise. But there's a movement happening, a recognition that we cannot achieve our external dreams if we haven't made friends with our internal selves. One of my favorite quotes was said by author Rory Vaden. Success is never owned, it's rented, and the rent is due every day. Another great quote attributed to Aristotle, but actually said by author William Durant in the 1920s. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. On June 27th of 2023, I was challenged to produce 30 days of content. The focus was not on building authority or creating a brand or growing a business. Those elements were there, but the real purpose was creating that pattern of discipline, that belief in myself that I had words worth sharing. I chose to do it through a podcast, sitting in my car, my Uberu studio with the S fallen off the back, armed daily with just my phone and an idea. I strongly encourage you to take this journey as well. The person who challenged me did it through writing. He shipped a piece of writing every day for 30 days, then 60, 90, 120. He didn't actually start sharing it publicly until around day 83 or so. It wasn't a distribution challenge. It was a creation challenge. You joined Toastmasters for a reason. Something called you to share your voice with the world. Write, record, journal, paint, draw, share it or don't. Spend 5 minutes a day or 5 hours. It doesn't matter. 30 days of full commitment. Do it for you. Create a habit of discipline. Practice resilience, persistence, and grit. The world needs you. For the sake of time today, I'm going to play, the clip I'm going to play is the trailer from the podcast. So short and sweet, 3 minutes. If you find it compelling, I would love to have you as a subscriber. So, oh, wait, hold on. I knew I was going to do this. All right, if you are sharing sound, just so you know, when you share your screen, there's a little checkbox you have to click that says share sound. And now I believe we should be good to go. Greetings, friends and fellow passionate high achievers. You are listening to the Stephanie Ann podcast, and I am Stephanie Ann Roy. You are in the right place if you are relentlessly passionate about improving yourself in service to others. This podcast is about self-discovery, personal growth, and thinking deeply about your place and purpose in the world. But we don't stop there. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time talking about great souls and how they should be. Become one yourself. My passion is creating transformational tools that teach and empower people to change their lives for the better. My favorite people to teach are entrepreneurial teachers. And to give a quick definition of what that means, entrepreneurial is someone who is self-motivated, curious, driven, creative, and eager to make a positive difference in the world around them. And notice that I did not say entrepreneur, because whether you sign the front or the back of a paycheck isn't relevant. A lot of small business owners aren't actually entrepreneurs. They simply own a job. Being entrepreneurial is a mindset, a way of life, not a title. And a teacher is simply someone that loves to inspire growth in learning in others. And anyone can be a teacher.
I believe that the world needs more entrepreneurial teachers, people that are willing to share their unique voices and earned wisdom passionately and compassionately. On this podcast, you're going to hear a mix of solo casts and interviews with other entrepreneurial teachers. These episodes are raw, unedited, and unscripted. I value being real and authentic over investing time and energy polishing the audio to make it perfect. I'm busy mentoring people like you, consulting with fellow entrepreneurs, and speaking on stages. If you decide to go all the way back to the beginning in this podcast, you'll hear how it all came to be. And I'd encourage you to explore some version of that journey for yourself. The world needs your light, your voice, and your story. If you like what you hear, head over to momentumlearning.info and subscribe to our newsletter. You'll also find information on how to join our integrated entrepreneur community and how to connect to hire me to speak at your next event. And with that, I will sign off as I always do. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, keep being you.
Excellent. Thank you all so much. Any feedback from anyone is welcome, and definitely doing a little future casting there with the stages, but that's how we get there, right? Back to you, Toastmaster.